It's Madden NFL 23, and center stage belongs to Matthew Stafford. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Rams and the Hawks, next on Madden Football.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
And 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Stafford going to put it up right away. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
On first down, Stafford here. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. From the 6. And a nice return and sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Bridgewater. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Bridgewater to throw it. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Bridgewater on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Devontae Smith from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Gibson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Touchdown, Seahawks. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive there, just 4 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Ready.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Stafford on first down. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Marquise Goodwin from 10 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Patterson now for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Bridgewater. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in the... Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But I I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Throwing, Bridgewater. Under pressure, they got him again. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He's got Smith here. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He completes this to Russell Gage. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. On first down, right back to Gibson. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On third down, Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This a 31-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
He'll go with Akers here up the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing is Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Stafford flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Stafford. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So matching field goals here to begin this 3rd quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long, very much like a boxing match. Each team counter-punching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop the ball free.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Gage from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The football going back to the Rams now. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Stafford now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run with Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Bridgewater. Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne, a Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 46 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it's Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw again on second down. Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. That is incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
To throw again on second down. Stafford under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. He's got a man, complete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, They're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.